My name is Jason Atkinson. I am in the inaugural Rodell class, and my pledge was to finish the largest conservation project in American history, which is the simultaneous removal of 4 dams in 2 states that is blocked by 100 years of racism and the very worst in American politics. I was at a Guatemala Good Life seminar with Keith Berwick, my sister Pauline, my brother Marshall, Ann, Casey, Patricia, Mary, the people who I love, and I decided I would do it right there. I would put my entire career on hold and get this done because the window is 2015. The project starts by a world-class film that is nationally distributed, that hopefully changes culture, that does not ask Congress to lead. In fact, it just makes it easy for Congress to do the right thing and get to the White House with an executive order that finishes the largest conservation project in history. We were workshopped here last year. Many of you contributed your mind, your heart, your talent, and Friday I will show you the film. The politics are lining up. There's only 2 more big dots to complete, and we're right there. If you heal people, they will heal a river.
I'm Manoj Kumar from the India Leadership Initiative. I'm also the CEO of Nandi Foundation, a nonprofit in India. My action pledge was to work to support the education of 100,000 girls. And I'm happy to say that this involved getting the money for that and to put them through school, including their uniforms and their tutorials separately outside schools. And the second part was easy because that's what I do normally. The first was challenging to raise money, and the strategy that I had to do was to move from raising retail donations to go to large businesses in India and convince them of this action pledge that I have to meet the deadline in a year's time. And last week, I crossed the 100,000 mark. Thank you.
My name is Carla Meta. I am a Cali Fellow from Guatemala and a businesswoman in the logistics and transportation sector. My action pledge was to empower girls and protect them from violence. And in the last 12 months, I have brought together an international team of creative artists and amazing volunteers in Guatemala. We produced and launched in Guatemala and the United States a multimedia campaign to raise funds for La Alianza Shelter and make awareness of the issue on sexual abuse. Through the power of communication and creativity, we awaken different sectors. We are now talking about the issue and demanding a change in our culture, our laws, and more importantly, on our indifference to protect the most vulnerable citizens.
Hi, my name is Stephen DeBerry. I'm a Henry Crown Fellow and the founder and chief investment officer at Bronze Investments. My action pledge was to move $50 million toward the benefit of low-income people. Since I made that pledge, my firm has made several investments. I'll share just a couple of them with you. One is a university that we built from scratch called University Now. I'm glad to say that university is now fully accredited and functioning. You could look it up probably on your phone right now at unow.com. It's accredited by the same folks that accredit Stanford, Berkeley, so high quality degree, but the tuition is less than $5,000. A second investment is a company called LendUp, which is an alternative to payday lending. It reduces interest rates from more than 1,000% down to 29% and ultimately putting its borrowers into traditional bank accounts. That company has gone on to raise follow-on investment from Google Ventures and others and raised $50 million to lend about 2 months ago, and this month has expanded into the 3rd state just for this month, now in 10 plus states in the US.
My name is Peter Riling. I am a Henry Crown Fellow of the Aspen Institute. In 2013, my action pledge was to work with my fellow and fellow moderator, Watanan Petersik, to launch a Southeast Asia leadership initiative. Since then, I've traveled to Singapore and to Jakarta to help Watanan to identify potential partners and funders. And in November of this year, Watanan, myself, Skip Battle, will run a pilot leadership seminar in Phuket designed to create a core group of supporters for a fellowship program which we hope will launch in late 2015.